Hi, welcome to the Complete Android N Developer course. My name's Rob, and I'm the creator of the world's most popular coding courses, with over 400,000 students and 20,000 5-star reviews on Udemy alone. My latest Android course is better than ever, with over 30 hours of clear, compelling content taking you from no coding experience whatsoever to building professional quality apps. With over 65% market share, Android is the platform to be developing for, and Android N is the most powerful and developer-friendly version yet. I'll start by showing you how to download Android Studio on any platform, Windows, Mac or Linux, and then we'll go on to build simple apps like a currency converter and a brain trainer. Then we'll go on to build clones of Instagram, Uber, Flappy Bird, Twitter and WhatsApp. As my current students know, I'm always there in the forums and I'll be there to help you out if ever you get stuck. But you get a lot more than just the best learning experience for Android available. You get a copy of my 5-star rated ebook, How to Earn $10,000 While Learning to Code, get $50 of AWS credit, a year's free web hosting on the Eco Web Hosting Advanced package, and you'll get a huge range of visual assets to use in your apps worth over $500. So, are you ready to become a successful Android app developer? Come and join me on this exciting journey today. With the Complete Android N Developer course, you get a lot more than just the best learning experience for Android N available. You get $50 free credit to spend on AWS to host your cloud storage-based apps. You get a year's free web hosting on the Eco Web Hosting Advanced package worth over $100. You get a copy of the second edition of my highly rated ebook, How to Earn $10,000 While Learning to Code. You get a range of thousands of graphical assets that you can use in your apps as backgrounds and icons worth over $500. And you get 2 free certifications from the CCA. So to get all of that, just go to ecowebhosting.co.uk/cp/Android N. And then scroll down, enter your email address and a password. And then you need to enter your Udemy username to verify the purchase of the course. To find your Udemy username, go to any page on Udemy when you're logged in and click My Profile. So hover over your face at the top right, click My Profile, and then click View Public Profile. That will take you to your public profile page, and you'll then be able to find your username in the last bit of that URL there. So in my case, it's Rob Percival. So once you've got that, go back over to the Eco Web Hosting sign up page and paste that in, and then click Sign Up. If all goes well, you'll then see this page telling you that your sign up was successful and giving you the option to get some extra getting started guides and leave us any comments if you'd like. Then just jump over to the Update Account Details page, top of the right hand menu, and scroll down past the various courses to where it says Course Extras. And there you can get links to download various versions of my ebook. You get instructions and a special link to get the free AWS credit. You get instructions and a unique code to get your CCA accreditations, and you get links to download the graphical assets and some extra sound effects as well. So enjoy all of that, but now it's time to get down to business and start learning how to make apps for Android N. During the course, you'll probably have a few problems with your code. It won't work as you expect it to, you'll get bugs, and you'll probably be pretty frustrated. So I'd like to take a couple of minutes right now to show you how best to deal with those situations when they arise and how to get answers super quickly. So step 1 is debug your code. Usual thing is to check for error messages. So I would have a look in the compiler, in the browser, wherever it is that you're working to see exactly what's causing the problem. You can normally get the line number as well, and then you can just use that to hopefully work out where the error message is, add in the bracket or the semicolon or whatever it is that's missing, and move on with the course. Failing that, My usual advice is to remove all the code that you just added until it works again, and then add it in gradually, line by line. Then you should find that at some point it will stop working. If it doesn't, then your problem's solved. But if it does, at least then you know exactly where the problem is, and you can start to find solutions to it. Finally, if that doesn't help, compare your code against my demo code. All the lectures have code built in to them so that you can download, and then you can see what is different in your code and hopefully see if that is causing the problem. All right, so what if you've done all this debugging and you still can't get it working? Well, step 2, and this is what makes you a real programmer, is learning how to find solutions online. So it's pretty straightforward, really. It is just Googling. My general approach is to Google the specific error message that you've got. And if you don't have an error message, then get one, either from the compiler, from the browser, from Xcode, whatever it is, and then Google that along with the name of the programming language. Almost certainly, at least one person, if not several people, have had that exact same problem, and there's probably a solution right there on Stack Overflow for you. So that's issue number 1. If that doesn't help, then you can always Google how do I do, and then whatever it is that you're trying to do. Again, put the name of the programming language in there as well. And that will probably get you a few lines of code which will achieve exactly what you want. You can either paste those in and move on, or you can see what was different about those to the code that you were using, and then hopefully work out where you were going wrong, and then once again, move on with the course. All right, occasionally, of course, you will have to ask some questions, and that's absolutely fine. I love that we've got 200,000 people in the forums for these courses, and people are extremely helpful, and I want to get answers to your questions as quickly as possible. So the main thing here is to ask good questions. I've answered thousands of support questions now over these courses, and I know what makes a good question. So first off, be positive. I know you're feeling frustrated, and often that can leak out into when you're asking a question. But if you keep things positive, you're much more likely to get an answer. So ask very nicely for help, say you'd be very grateful for anyone that can help you out, and you're much more likely to get a quick and helpful response. Secondly, be specific. So don't just paste in a massive load of code and say, this doesn't work, what's wrong? But once you've done all the error checking and the debugging, you should know exactly where your problem is. So send a screenshot of that code, or send the few lines of code that are not working along with the error message, so that we know exactly where you're going wrong. And then once again, you should get a nice, quick and accurate response to your question. If you can do, give a link to your code in action. So this is particularly useful for the web course, but maybe for other courses as well. Either give a link on your web hosting or to jsbin.com, or another site where your code is actually running. Then we can make changes and test it out, and we should be able to get back to you even quicker with a solution. Finally, once you've got your solution, thank someone if they've helped you. I've looked back over the forums, and the vast majority of helpful comments are not thanked at all, which doesn't encourage people to help people again. So please do just go back and say thanks, that was really helpful, so that they know that they've helped you. And last but not least, while you're there, why not see if you can answer someone else's question? If you've had help from me or from other people doing the course, then it's great to give back a little to the course and then help a few other people as well. So while you've asked your question, just answer a couple of other people's, and then that will keep the love flowing and keep everyone happy and progressing in their coding careers. So enjoy the course, and I'll see you in the forums.